This band won a JUNO back in 2016 for Breakthrough Group of the Year, but have been making music together since 2012. Partners in life and music, Danielle and Drew McTaggart join me. How's it going, guys?
Great. How are you doing?
Good. And I should say you're from the band Dear Rouge, and you just released a song, Goon. The music video is awesome, by the way.
Thank you.
The red, black, and white scenes, it gave me the White Stripes feeling.
Yeah, I had that thought too.
That song, if you can kind of share what it's about, I would not want to be the person that it's written about.
That's good. That's good. You kind of get the gist of it.
Well, yeah, the song, the whole Goon thought is just basically not just a person in particular, but possibly an idea in your head or anything that kind of like pesters you. So with the video, we kind of wanted that Goon to be this like sort of faceless character, because it could be a person, it could be anything, you know, that kind of pesters. But the song is specifically about a person in my life that was kind of being that way to me. So, I mean, the video kind of represents that. And then, the song is about sort of that person that just won't go away.
And there's kind of a wild story that goes with that. When you were recording it, you took a little break and ran into somebody, like a past goon of your life, didn't you?
The gooniest goon.
Yeah, my gooniest goon. It was so bizarre. Like, I'd never done this during the recording process at this point. Like, we were all together all the time. And then just one day I was like, you guys, I need to go clear my head. And so I took like a 10-minute walk. I was thinking, I'll just quickly go around the block. And as I'm walking down Ossington, it's like one of those movie moments where, you think about this person you wouldn't want to run into, but if you did, how would you react and what would you do? And that whole thing happened. We were walking down the same street at the same time. Me and this person, we passed each other, and I heard his voice, and I looked up, and sure enough, it was him. And my gut was just like, oh, what? It was just shocking. And then as I passed him, I burst out laughing, and it was just this crazy moment of like full circle. I'm recording this song that wasn't actually about him, but is for sure applies. And it was just amazing. When I got back to the studio, I was like, you guys will never believe what just happened to me, and how random and how cool it is that almost it's just the perfect setup for this song. So
the universe works in mysterious ways, for sure.
Yeah, and it was so cool because at the end of the day, I was like, I have so much to thank them for, because I grew so much during that time and wrote a lot of crazy songs around him. So there you go.
What's even cooler about that song is that it got played on Sportsnet the other night for the intro at the Toronto Maple Leafs versus Tampa Bay Lightning game. Yeah, partner was watching it and sends me a video. He's like, you're interviewing these guys in a couple days. And I'm like, that's so cool. How did that feel for you guys?
It's so cool to be a part of this nation, and how people like collaborate and like help each other. And the Sportsnet, they played our song before, and like Ron McLean has like talked about us, but it was cool because we just did the video and they interspliced the video with the hockey. Yeah. And it just felt like it's one thing for them to use our song, and then for them to like kind of showcase our music video. We were just so grateful for the people at Sportsnet. And the funny thing about that is Goon is very much a hockey term.
Oh yeah.
Really cool. And the second thing is everybody in Canada is watching Hockey Night in Canada or watching the game, and they see that and they hear it, and it just feels so special.
Like, this country is great for that, working together and supporting each other. And you guys do the same thing. As far as fashion goes, Danielle, you have worn a lot of cool stuff on stage and videos, and you use local fashion designers that you know.
Yeah, I mean, I'm always down to collaborate with people who are into fashion. It's such a cool element of this job to be able to put an outfit together that suits the music and just elevates the show. one artist and fashion designer, King of Hearts. She was just amazing to work with, and her name's Amber. You can go check out her stuff on all the socials. She's really, really talented. I'm always looking for people, so, you know, if there's anybody out there that wants to collaborate. And I also kind of sew and pull apart things I find at vintage stores. I really believe in like secondhand kind of costume design, so it's been fun to have that be an element of what we do on stage.
And in that video, Goon, there's quite a few outfits. I love the yellow one is my favorite.
Yes, Zach Vig's girlfriend.
The director.
Yeah, the director knit a piece of like that shawl that I'm wearing. She knit it, and then the costume sort of designer, stylist, she dyed all the pieces yellow because they couldn't find any yellow pieces. So it was pretty incredible. It's about making things together that you're proud of and excited about. And that's why we wanted to put so much effort into, you know, in like a world of short-term content, like let's make an awesome video that we can be stoked and get behind no matter what happens in the world with how we market and share things. Like if you create something you're proud of, you'll always want to stand by it and see it in years to come. So we're really proud of that video.
It is a good one. And you guys have a couple of gigs lined up for festival season. Is there a tour coming with the release of this fourth album?
Oh yeah, this is the hard part about doing press is there's always stuff in the works.
Right.
So, you know, it's not announced yet, but we will be doing a headline tour with this album, which will be really, really fun. We've announced a few festivals and plenty more to announce in the coming weeks. So yeah, I think for anyone who's listening, you know, that's the time where we get to connect. We get to even say hi, like, because we are in such a friendly nation. We get to play shows. We get to showcase the new music. And it's like, I don't know, it's just such a great time to be a Canadian band in the summertime playing festivals. So anyone who's listening, come say hi.
Yeah, and you're going to be playing with some great Canadian groups. Headstones at the Beaumont Music Festival. They play on the Friday. You guys are on the Saturday on the main stage. And also on that stage, the Beaches are there too. How do you feel about when you are playing a concert and there's two stages going at the same time? Sometimes I find it frustrating because I'm like, I want to see both, you know?
Yeah, really.
I think it's a bit weird, but sometimes it's just a matter of logistics and they just want to get people there and make it a party. So I know for me it's always like that's most festivals, like you'll be like, oh, I gotta catch like half of this band that I love and then I'll run over to catch the other. So it's just kind of part of the fun and the sort of fun chaos of being at a festival of any kind.
And the Hope Volleyball Summerfest that you guys are doing July 13th with the Trues and Blackie and the Rodeo Kings, is there volleyball going on while the festival's going on?
I think they play earlier, and it's really funny because all the teams reach out to us and ask if we can play, you know?
Oh, really?
Or if we can like cheer them on or like give them a shout out and stuff. And it really is funny. But
play music or play volleyball with them?
Like they ask us to give them shout outs, like because they're doing a big contest.
Oh, okay.
Or they're like, if you're there early, do you want to come see our team play?
Oh, okay.
And I think they do the tournament and then after we play the music. I think that's how it goes.
Oh, I thought you meant that they were asking you to play volleyball, and I'm thinking nothing like an injury before you hit the stage.
Yeah, totally. Get extra sweaty before you get sweaty.
Right. We can get tickets for those on your website already, and that's dearrouge.com. And awesome new song. Can't wait for the album to drop. What's the date on that?
At the end of this month, we're going to make an announcement of when our album's going to be out and all the details. So anyone listening, stay tuned to our socials.
Yeah. Okay, we'll be watching for it. And I want to thank you guys so much for joining me and talking to me about, you know, fashion, your songs, your music, and wishing you the best of luck. Can't wait to see where you're going to be touring and where you're going to be.
Thank you so much. It was really a pleasure chatting with you.